they are loser. Okay, that's why don't miss any meeting. So you can get a lot of message today. So let's do the recognition first. Who has no guest today? We have no couple of guests. Okay, Cecilia, then also five. Okay, let's stand up and then share them. Yeah.
Yes, good morning.
Your name and then how you invite guests.
Morning, everyone. Morning. My guest is a referral from another ex-WFG. So they just called and said, "Cecilia, come and meet you today." So I said, let's have some lunch and over lunch answering.
Hey, keep the mobile in mind. Your name and how you invite your guest.
Hi, my name is Mike Polandan and my name is Zach Samani. My guest here because of my father, because my guest sister is working in my father's organization and they recently moved to Canada just a year and we invite them at our home and talk about it. I explain them about the event and then invite them here and
they show up. Wow. Next time, the next prepare, everybody know you keep invite, right? I know some of you invite guests but not show up. No, so but keep never give up. Do you have any duty member today?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So can you stand up and then say your name and then introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm guest of Italy. Yes, my name is Anne. I joined organizer for 1 year.
1 year.
Yes, and the introducing of Miss Lee, and also my license. Yes, and
right. Okay. Hi. At that time we didn't have no office meeting, but since April we started a meeting, so welcome back. So now what do you want from this company?
I can say that I think like I already guessed the one I have with the line insurance. And for future, maybe I can explore more. Let's see how for the products with this I want it benefits more life and
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Right? To make more money, to build a big business, then to change your life, right? That's why we are here, right? Now, also to make more money, what we need?
License.
To make more money, what you need?
License.
License. No license, no money, right? Now that's why if you don't have license, you have to study. No, how about you has no license? You study?
Oh yes, I already get my license.
Oh, you already passed?
Yeah.
No, certificate exam and professional exam all together?
I guess the accident and license. Yeah.
Module 1, 2, 3, 4, you all pass?
Yeah, already complete and get the license already.
Oh.
Yeah, I complete the exam and already get the license.
Oh, now you can start to make the money, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, with the support of Miss Lee, yes, I learn one by one and search for the course. Yes.
You study hard and then pick the right answer and then you pass, right?
Yes, I have to learn every night. Yes, I have to do some questions and finally I pass it.
Right. Okay.
I want to share about this. On Wednesday, I shared a story already. For those who remember, she had a son in January because of COVID. But during that time, she very bad. But I encouraged her to move on in life because she still has the little son over there. So she now eventually she passed the license in May and activated the license in June. During the COVID time, we communicate by Zoom, over the phone, support her all the way. She passed license and now she was ready to explore her career in financial industry.
Right.
full time with me as a
Okay.
business partner and assistant.
All right. Right. Now, anybody else know study license, no test license? Okay. Now, some of your team members study license, right?
Yes.
Please encourage them to keep studying. And also, not just study license, also they have to attend the meeting. Without law, without experience, then just license is nothing. Okay, that's why everybody has to attend the meeting. Meeting is not the option, right? And also, do you have any person who helping family in the last couple of days? Can you stand up and then recognize yourself? Okay, come on, guys.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Sanjit Das. My assembly is Mahamail Baganam, and my leader is here hosting today. So our mission to help the people, go to the people and just deliver our message. Last night and before night, I met 3 guys. Those are, one is old member, another is new guys. So they are coming next week to our office to see the program.
Right. Now you did the
Good morning. My name is Ali Hortz. My senior marketing is Mary Mahalati. So during the commitment, we have to come 9 in the morning to office.
Yes. No, office,
As you
right.
saw me,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
there. So I follow your request and I start to call to my prospect, especially my previous client. And I catch a big fish. One of my clients, they are really rich. They have a big company and they have insurance with me. And they say, good call, good you call me. So this is let us to understand. Sometimes they don't know what they have, but we have to follow up and call them each 6 months.
They keep it simple.
Yeah, finally, they need to change the owner of the insurance for the business without separating the 2 companies. And they want to know about the stake funds, mutual fund, lots of the question. It's something we're going to come up. Thank you.
Okay.
Last night I helped a person, and because she's very new in the country, we ended up going to the bank and opening her bank. So anyhow, yeah.
Right. Anybody else?
So I want to share with all of you that in the past year, I've been focusing on the travel insurance for visitors to come to Canada. After the COVID reopened, a lot of visitors come, and average a day, I have minimum 1 policy with premium or manual, either coming from to Canada or from Canada travel outside. So this is my assistant. She's very helpful. Sometimes I'm busy. She take over my client. Call them, tell them the policy, how much money, take credit card, pay, and just previously before BDF, we closed 1 policy.
All right.
My son is Sampoon. I closed yesterday 2 traveling children, Canadian traveling travelers. They are over 60, so they have some medical problem. I conduct manual underwriting team, and then I got the call and close to
Right. Helping family is good, but the bottom line is we have to helping personal finance, right? Travel insurance is good to connection to people, easy to connect. But not only that one, you have to sit down with them, then try to make a chance to explain what you're doing, right? No, that's much better, right? Right? No, anybody else? No? Then any special promotion? Do you associate? We have the full way to become associate this day. Last BPM, we already announced one new associate, but anybody else? Okay, next time, right?
Yes.
So, you know what? Now, you see myself, right? We're paid. This day we are on a campaign, right? National financial research campaign we do. That's why everybody we recommend you wear pin then that's good for you. Good for our business. And also, the name tag in the prepared time, the name tag. And also, dress the properly. We have the 3 guests today. Then what's the first impression for them? So that's why we have to dress sharp. Okay, not for you, but for the guests. Okay, you have to helping other people's business. That's why the dress sharp for the time. Okay, wear tie, have a tie jacket. Okay, right? Okay, that's good. And also, everybody know you have the system build the book, right?
Yes.
Now you have to keep reading. You don't know how to build, here's the answer. Okay, until you read, don't complain. Just read this system build the book. How about this one? Saving your future book. Did you read?
Yes.
How many times? Can you explain all these things without a book? You keep the drop by, stop by, and then keep the estimate and then make appointment. Right? That's now we do now campaign. How about now building new industry flip chart? New one. Then you keep the flip it. More now you flip it, more chance you got the new team member, then you're growing your business. And right now you keep doing this one. Now carrying this flip chart all the time. Then also for the client, now we explain how money works here, right? Then also we have the workshop, we have the workbook here, right?
Yes.
So keep on doing this thing, and then you can build in a big business. I know that I'm a little late, but I'm gonna share something company in the home office announced. Now some compliance thing. So we have to do it right. As we are licensed holder, we have to do it right all the time. Now, if you do the mispresentation to your client, something is not guaranteed, but you say guaranteed, that's the big problem. There also the universal life insurance protection, but it's not saving people only. Okay, no universal life protection plus saving inside, but it's not saving only. Okay, it's not TFSA, it's not RRSP. That's why don't misrepresent those kind of thing, And also everybody you got the WFG mail, right? If you have a license, everybody you have, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You should read this one. You cannot miss this thing. And then every home office send you any mail, then you have to read carefully. WFG, we not terminate you based on your production. Even you're not selling anything, we not terminate you. But if you violate any compliance issue, there are no must. You got it, right? That's why even myself, 23 years, after I become the SMD, I'm always think about the compliance issue. I build in a team, but something happened, something wrong, then home office not technique, just same story. So that's why you have to do it right all the time. And also, July 15, July 25, we have the company, the agent training start. Okay, that's why check out your email. And also we have the workshop scheduled every day. This workshop, how many people attended this workshop? If you did not attend, why not join the June meeting? Every day in the June meeting, twice a day. So just to check out your schedule, and then attend, and then keep reading this one. Then you understand more the thing, right? Okay. Without further delay, okay, I'm gonna introduce the very powerful speaker today. She's gonna explain a lot of things how to build the big business, and then how to make money, and then how to become successful in the WFG. Now, are you interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fully pay attention, then take a lot of notes. Please help me welcome.
Awesome.
Good morning.
Good
Morning.
You happy?
Yes.
Don't say yes because you want to say yes. You know why I'm saying you're happy? Because if you're sitting here with everybody has worries in their life. Everybody has a problem in their life. I really respect you. I really respect your story, and I know I can't say anything enough to you as a mother what you went through, but God bless you. And I know He's in a better place.
and the lady who brought you here, because you're gonna help so many families and you're gonna feel very good about this, right?
Yeah.
But no words can explain what you've been through. I want you to really feel it and we understand. I hope we can be helping you in the future. So if you are, because people think through the stress and frustration and negativity, they're gonna go to this place and all of a sudden they're gonna be happy, right? This place could be your, the money you want, the partner you want, the country you want, the home you want, the Ferrari you want. You know, I'm gonna be there, and if I get it, I'm gonna be the happiest person. If I'm SME, I'm gonna be the happiest person. If I'm CEO, if I have $1 million ring. I'm telling you, if you're not happy right now, when you get there, you're not gonna be happy either, okay? You're happy, you're way to happiness. You're not going to happiness with misery, okay? So I want you to tell you that, because for me, it's always about mindset. Mindset, mindset, mindset. The mindset is no matter how much system we teach you, right? People in the teaching system very well, like Zach and Sam, they are masters of system, right? But I'm telling you what, they did their work first on their mindset before they can teach this system. If the mindset is not there, that you know, okay, why I'm happy is it? I hear it from my team members. I recruited people, they don't show up. I go talk to people, they're not buying from me. So why do you want me to be happy? And I say, okay, be miserable. Because for past 3 years, you were miserable and you haven't got nowhere. Okay, you haven't got nowhere. We want you to start changing your mindset, then your feeling gonna change and life is gonna be different. Try it. Some of you know it. A lot of people coming from ancient countries in this, in WFG, and I love that. I'm trying to learn as much as I can from the Chinese, from the Indian, from, of course, Persian, is my culture. The older countries, of course, from Vietnam and all India. You guys have very old cultures, and there are so many good things. Korea too. I just learned that how Japanese treated you after World War II, and it was bad, right? I love to watch history, and I love to learn that people coming from the background with all that suffering they have. But you learn from every culture, and I love the fact that in WFG we have so many cultures, difference, and we learn from each other. My training today is very funny. I have a PowerPoint, it's really funny. You know why it's funny? Because me as a WFG agent, whoever is with me, we are going to a job interview today. How's that? So we are WFG licensed agent and we are going to a job interview together. Why I put this together? So the job interview called.
Chọn cái bé cho.
Everybody knows my name, right? I don't need to introduce myself. My rank, it doesn't matter. I'm an associate, okay? With WFG, because rank doesn't matter. If the mission is performed, it doesn't matter which rank you are. You're talking to people about this financial education, Sam said, I'm really proud of this tag. You see, I'm not wearing too many stuff, but I wear this because I really believe in this, right? Financial education, people need it, everybody needs it. People don't have money, they need it. People have money, they need it. People have a job, they need it. People don't have a job, they need it. We are doing something really good for people, okay? And the reason I put this one thing together, because I want you to become really confident about what we do in WFG. Because some of us have doubts for good reason. Sometimes your doubts have very valid reason. When I talk to people about their doubts, they give me very good reason. And I'm like, okay, maybe that makes sense for you, but don't forget that you cannot change people, but you can always plant a seed. You can always plant a seed. Sometimes you cannot convert people right away. They're not going to buy from you right away. They're not going to join you right away, but you can plant a seed. Okay, that seed gonna grow one day. All right, don't forget about that, because you get disappointed because your recruit doesn't show up. You get disappointed because you talk to people, they don't join. You go talk to client, they don't buy. Okay, we all facing that. I want you to know, you're a new person, it's gonna happen a lot.
Yeah.
After all these years, this happens to me every single day. Guess what? I'm a Titan, part of Titan. And I have to qualify. I have the points, and my problem is I don't have to recruit. So I think they're gonna kick me out this month. And today is 30th. Okay? My points are there, my recruit is not there. Not that I'm not talking to people about joining the campaign. I'm just not successful to bring them here. And that's my problem. And I'm working on it every day because one day I'm going to get better at it. Okay, one day I'm going to bring people here because the livelihood of the business is new recruit. And people who can recruit, honestly, I have so much respect for you. I don't know how to do that. Maybe you can teach me. But I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get better. If you're learning stuff, you're never going to go anywhere. Okay? Are you filming me?
Yes.
Yeah, right? No, honestly, I'm asking seriously. You're filming me?
Yeah.
Okay, don't post it on social media.
No,
okay?
I don't.
Please don't do that because in Canada, if you want to film someone, you have to ask the permission.
Oh,
No, it's okay. I give you the permission, but don't post.
yeah.
I don't want it on because this is just for WFG members.
Yeah.
We don't want it on a public.
Not.
In-house training.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And a lot of our trainings is only for, you see the WFG, they put internal use only, okay? I hope you don't take it personal, it's in general, right? This is, when we have a like annual convention in Swan Talks, maybe you can take that because anyway, it's gonna end up in YouTube, right? He's so big, everybody knows him, right? But us here, a lot of our stuff is internal. So please, and maybe you don't even post it. Maybe you just send it to your best friend, and though your best friend then all of a sudden he shows in social media. Yeah, the Super Saturday, somebody did that. And I was doing the Super Saturday. The next day people call me and say, oh, you're on social media doing Super Saturday. And Super Saturday was very general. We were trying to do the VPN for, but again, that person never asked me. And I was okay with that. I told her, but in Canada, if you want to tape someone, you have to ask the permission. If they, and sometimes you have to have the written permission. If you don't have it, they can take you to court. They're not going to take you to court. Right? Okay, let's start with this. So we're going to, who's going to job interview with me? License holders, let's go to job interview. Right? We don't want a job. We just want to go to a job interview to see what people are going through in this country when they're looking for a job. Okay? So we're going for a job interview and I believe this, right? Okay. So that's us sitting for our turn to go to the job interview, right? And I went to an interview for a job and the boss asked what I wanted for a compensation. So I'm gonna, you know that. So we went through the first step, we got to the compensation. And we want to talk about the compensation that we want because here at WFG, this is what we have. We want to see if they can match this. All right? So compensation. I said, or we said, guys, there is actually 10 things, but I added one end. So there are 11 things that I said I want in this job. I expect you to provide me with the very best free websites. That's the first thing I ask. In-office and virtual training, plus regional, national, and international events all year round. That was my number one. I said, you gotta provide this for me. Okay, free website. And anybody has a job, tell me you have any of this at your job, raise your hand. Because I work for corporate Canada. I work for IBM. I work for 2 other big companies. I know what a job means in Canada and what you get. Okay? And I said, this is my number one. Okay? So he's listening. And I said, number 2, I would like, because it was a sales job, to make 26 to 51% commission on everything I sell. All right? People are going to ask me, okay, Brand, you're not making 51%. If you're coming from industry, did you know that? There's a clause in WFG. If you prove that you're coming from financial industry with a license and you have a very, you can come as an MD. Did you know that? But it has to be approved by head office. Okay? So I said, you know what? I'm from financial industry. I want this kind of commission. And I want to see that percentage get much higher as I get better. And so I'm starting with that, but I want my percentage to get higher. Number 2, okay? So we're gonna go to number 3. When someone, look at this one, yet started working on my team, I deserve to be compensated. All right? A percentage of their sales and the sales of the people they bring by the company for lifetime. Okay? I want you to compensate me, for people I bring, for people they bring for lifetime from their sales. Don't get it wrong. You're not getting compensated by bringing people. When they help family, they get compensated. Okay? And number 4, you see that I'm going up the steps, not going up the steps. In WFG promotions, I would like the opportunity to rapidly advance, not as slowly, because in IBM Canada, I worked 12 years to make it to the management level. 12 years. Not that because I wasn't qualified. I came in with a master's degree. I had the qualification. I was speaking the language. I did the job very good. But you know what? It's just the way it is. You cannot be a manager in finance department IBM if you're under 10 years working. So you're waiting, you know you're good, but you have to wait for 10 to be promoted. Who wants to wait 10 years to be promoted in WFG?
No.
If I brought you in today, Maximus, and say, doesn't matter what you do, you have to wait 10 years to become marketing director, what would you do?
Run away.
Yeah, you would run away, right? Because nobody, but this is what happens in corporate, right? In corporate happens many years, you have to stay. And you know, guess what? In order to get to the highest level person has 2 options. Either has to die or has to retire, right? So you're hoping for somebody's death because you want to get that opportunity. Now, I never prayed for Zach Zamani to die. Sometimes I wanted to kill him with my own hands. But of course, I always pray for Mary and Zach to brought me to this business, right? Because they can never stop me. Zach has an EBC in his team. You have EBC in your team, right? And Zach is not an EBC yet. So Zach not being EBC didn't stop that guy to become EBC. But in corporate job, in any company's job, you can never become the CEO if the CEO is there. Because they want only one CEO in a company. In WFG, how many CEOs they want? Endless CEOs, endless EBCs, endless $1 million income, endless Rajas and Swans and other big guys. It doesn't matter. You do your job, you do it well, the promotion is there, compensation is there. Absolutely, with no limits. You see that? With no limits. Number 5, when I do well, I expect lots of encouragement, which doesn't happen in corporate world. Actually, if you do well, you're always going to have your job, but there's no encouragement, no praise, no recognition, no awards in corporate world. All paid trips to places like Thailand. Yay! I'm so excited about Thailand. I just put it there. Okay. Spain, Portugal. I had to pay for 4 people in my super team to go to Spain, Portugal. I didn't go myself. I paid for them and they went and they sent me all these pictures and videos. Fantastic trip they had with WSP, right? Hawaii and more, right? Who in corporate, like a lot of you have a job, if they're praising IBM. You know what we got as praise twice a year? A pizza lunch. And pizza lunch was pepperoni, which I hate. So everybody wants to get a pizza. That was our recognition. You get a slice of pizza. You know, if you did very well in finance department every 6 months, our manager bought us pizza. That was the recognition we got. All right. So just a pardon?
1 Pepsi pizza slice, 1 Pepsi.
1 Pepsi or Coke. Exactly. Thank you. Right. So that was our recognition, rewards, praise. Slice of pizza. Number 6. I would like my friends and family to work here with me. Look at that beautiful family. I want you to hire me today. I told that manager, and I want to bring my friends and family to this job. Can you do that? Think about it, right? Can you bring your family friends to the job that you just got hired? I said, listen, I have my sister or brother, right? Who is very, very good. And as soon as you hire me, tomorrow I want them to work here with me. Right? Right? But can you do it in WFG? Yes. Right? Number 7. By the way, I need to set my own schedule. Oh my God, this was a big selling point or joining point for me. my own schedule, okay? I want to set my own schedule, work only when it suits me and my family. Who has a job here, full-time job? Who has a full-time job? Okay, Nash, can you go to your work whenever you feel like and it works with your family schedule?
No.
Or you have to go work every day? Yeah, absolutely. I remember, yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I remember I had, one day I just had this pain in my head, it was bursting. And I was in IBM crunching number as a finance manager. And I had this headache on the both sides, and I didn't know because my teeth was okay. I didn't have any decay or anything. But at that time, I waited. I went home, and the next morning I got up, like, banging, and it feels like 1,000 pounds. Oh, okay, when are you gonna come back? I said, when I'm going to emergency room, whenever they let me, oh no, come back here by 12, it's 8 a.m. So I went to the hospital and they looked at my head and said, your lip seems to be fine, seems to be your teeth, right? So who's gonna give you the appointment the same day? I do it. So I called my dentist and said, come back tomorrow. The emergency, I died, 8 p.m. So they told me come tomorrow. I had to go back to work. I remember that day, how many Tylenol Advil I had, you know, when the teeth is hurting, nothing really helps. And I was really dying, but I had to sit there. And I was so scared to tell her, tomorrow I have a doctor appointment for this, and I'm not gonna be here in the morning. So I was shaking. It took me 20 minutes to be able to walk into her office and say, I'm not here tomorrow. And guess what she told me? And she's just a, you know, CEO or CFO of a company. She said, Azira, you missed yesterday, you cannot miss tomorrow. And I said, but I cannot work. I have so much pain. Well, you're using your sick days. It's unpaid. Well, you have sick days. I have sick days. Okay, put it as your sick days. She didn't give me half a day, and I'm working with the CEO for 12 years. She didn't give me half a day to go show my things. Okay, there are small things that people don't even understand that we have in WFG and outside. Nobody has it. Like if you have a problem like that, or it's really cold, you're living in a very cold country, or something happened to your car, or God forbid, your kids or family, you come to office? No. You call if you have to respect your offline with the team. I wouldn't be there because this, that. Most of the time, nobody calls. Right? You just don't show up. Right? That's the freedom we have that we take for granted. How many things we have for granted? I like to be paid. I'm right. My commission within 48 hours generating a sale. You know, I talked to a Vivo person. You know, Vivo license.
Yeah.
Vivo have a car, right? Insurance, and yeah. And I wanted to kind of tell her, you know, there are better opportunity here. She says we sell a car insurance. We don't get paid even 1% for 90 days. Guys, 90 days is 3 months. 3 months for a car insurance. How much is a car insurance commission? It's $140, $150. They don't get paid for 90 days. So 3 months, there's no commission. Even that policy is settled as 90 days.
So the first 90 days, we don't get paid for the.
Don't get paid for that company that they're working, not us in WFG. In WFG, within 48 hours, you get paid what? 40% advance, right? The advance. The policy just submitted. You don't even know. It could be canceled, it could be declined, it could be many, many things. You get 40% upfront. You got anything, like they haven't even looked at the medicals, nothing, 40% paid right away. If you are renting where you have a mortgage with these crazy rates, how can you survive for 90 days you don't get paid? I don't know how people do these things, honestly, I don't. But I see every day the facts about other companies, not this, right? 48 hours to get paid. What I said, and I would like it direct deposit straight into my bank. By the way, they get to receive a check on mail, and 90 days later, you're waiting for the check on the mail, right? To come in. And if you could send me a text message to let me know I just got paid. Who loves that feature? Yes. Right?
Yeah.
I asked this guy, you're gonna pay me 48 hours, you have to send me a text. I have to send you a text that you got paid. Yes, WFG does. Who gets all these texts? Who loves this text? Actually, there was a problem for while, they stopped these text messages. You know what happened? You know what happened? So this guy tells the wife, I'm making like $10,000 a month. And he was making like $50,000, $60,000 a month. So text messages come and wife reads it. What? Every week you're getting paid 10, 50,000. Times 4 is like 50,000. You tell me you're only making 10,000. I'm just making this up. I don't know if this happened, but they quit, they stopped. Probably something like that happened. They stopped it and they say you opt in. That means you give them a number that you only want to know. Okay, so I get these text messages. I love it. Sometimes it's very small. Very, very $25, 35 cents. I say, yay! You know why? Because one family was helped. One family was helped. It doesn't matter what the condition was. So you can come sit outside. Listen to this. If you like. Number 9. I would like to be able to get a monthly bonus from the company that starts at 1,000 and can go as high as 50,000. You know, some people in this company get 50,000 bonus every month. Bonus. That's why those 10 million and 5 million and 7 million. It's not only sales. It's a lot of it is bonus. They get the facial bonus, they get the super base bonus, they get the super team bonus. So it can add up, okay? I have people in my team, I have 2 SMDs that most of the month they get bonuses. And what's the good thing about, best thing about bonus? No charge back. No charge back. It's just always there. Even if that policy that you get bonus for cancels, the bonus doesn't charge back, right? What's the bonus criteria for SMD base? Actually, you guys SMD, you guys get better bonus than us EMD and up. You know that? Yeah. The bonus at SMD is bigger. SMD bonus is much bigger than any other level. That's what they started almost 2 years ago. SMD gets the biggest bonus. For us EMD and up, it's harder. We need more number and the bonus is smaller. Now, what's good about bonus, guys? You know what happens? Let's say this month we went to convention, and next month everybody come back from convention super excited. They want to go have families, right? Now they're gonna usually 1 or 2, 3 months after convention, we get a lot of our numbers really go high, right? Now, all the people, everyone, every licensed TA, AMD, SMD, and up who sells something, it goes into a bucket. The point goes into one bucket, okay? So you are in the same bucket, let's bless you. You are a TA, okay? You are in the same bucket with Swan, Alicia, Project. Same bucket, their sales is there, your sales is there. Now, at the end of the month, they mix this bucket, okay? I wish they could mix their recruit ability with mine, okay? But they mix this bucket and start paying us. So it doesn't matter. I probably sold 25,000 because that's for SMB, right? It's 3 recruits. Yeah, 25,000. So that would lose 30,000. Okay. So let's say I have that, or Raja that month has 10 million points, or 1 million points, or Swan has 2 million points. They're in the same bucket with me. You see that the difference there? And now they're gonna see how many people are in the bucket and what they did. They're gonna share it for everyone. Don't you love that?
Yeah.
You tell me about one bonus structure that works like this in this country or anywhere in the world, because we had to work day and night. Year 2000, I was in IBM, Y2K bug. We are all the banks of Canada, by the way, and the ministries, they work with the frames of IBM machines. Still, the mainframe is always IBM. Nobody could ever come close. Your banking, go online banking, that's IBM, okay? So we had to stay at work. It was a 24-hour shift. Some of you know my story. 24-hour shifts for the last 8 months of the 1999, because we're going to move to 2000, and nobody knew what would happen. 8 months. And this shift changes this year. So one shift is morning, one shift afternoon, one midnight, 24, 8, 8, 8, 8, right? So it's 1 month you're in the morning shift, go to the afternoon, and the next one, third one, you're on a midnight shift, and you have to work 8 months. Guess what was our bonus after 8 months working like that? What was my bonus? After 8 months working like this. Do you think I got overtime paid? Or anybody in the IBM? No, because we worked the other 8 hours that we're supposed to. But nobody told us that I'm gonna be working midnight, having a child that I was raising at that time, and I didn't have my parents here, right? So I had to work midnight, no overtime. And it came to, we had a yearly annual meeting with our CFO to see what's happening. They just look at us one by one and said, sorry, we cannot pay you bonus this year. Oh, after all this, and I came out of that room, I didn't want to cry or do anything to make him happy because I hated that guy. So I came out and I just went to ladies' washroom and I said, God, there must be a way out of this for me. There must be a way out of this for me. Because you don't work like that with no appreciation, no praise, no recognition, no bonus, nothing. Because you have to. Happy, I see that be happy you have a job. A lot of people don't have a job, right? That's what I heard from them. And it was not even 2 months that I got introduced to WFG. Praying work, guys. It works. Talk about it. Okay, or do everything. Number 10, I want to work as part of our job. I want to work in an environment where everyone is positive and friendly. And where everyone works toward the common goal of helping others. Look at the team, they're high-fiving at each other. What reminds you of? Our mozone. They come in, good morning, high five, right each other. In corporate world, anybody who has a job knows that. There's no such a thing, come and high five and everybody happy. You come in, everybody is like sluggish, everybody is kind of sometimes, most of the time, angry or whatever they have, they come to, you see them in the coffee room, right? I mean, go see them in the coffee room.
Only Friday afternoon.
Because they want to run out of the You go to coffee room and somebody comes in and it's always about talking about their misery or something bad happened to them. You go there to the coffee room, want to go to coffee room because they ruin your whole day with their bad story and negative story. And nobody wants you to succeed because, oh, if Cecile succeeds, what about me? What about me? What about me? You know, she succeeded, but they didn't give me their promotion, they didn't give me the job. I hate Cecile. No, I'm just making that point because that was how it was. Everybody hated each other. You couldn't ask how much you're making. You know that you never know. In WFG, oh my God, it's dirty laundry because it needs water check. Everything you're making is there. You cannot lie to anybody in the team. Okay, please don't lie that I'm making $1 million because it is shows your points that much. But everybody knows how much you're making. It's not a secret. It's encouragement for us. But in corporate world, you cannot go and ask Sanjeev, how much you're making? What's your salary? It's a hush, hush, keep secret. Because Sanjay could be making much more than me in the same situation, same job, same everything. We could be making much more for God knows what reason, right? But in WFG, I can never make more than Sanjay unless 2 things happen. I really built a good team and I'm really helping families every month. Both of them are legit. We know that, we are aware that there's no secret, okay? It's fairness as it gets. It's 100% fairness. I told you I have 10 requests, but this is number 11. You see that guy packing up his things? Even they believe that the plant area at the office, I just added it this morning. He's leaving because what happened to him? He got laid off, right? This guy got laid off, he's packing. We had to lay off many, many people. Actually, I know to Mauricio, a very close person to Mauricio was a CEO of a big company in Canada. Big, before pandemic. So she was a president, sorry, okay? So she was to bring everybody, almost 80% of the personnel or employee of the company, and lay them off one by one. You know what a difficult job it is? These people who work years and years, you look at their faces and say, we gotta let you go. So she did that to almost 80% because she was the president. And guess what happened? After she liked everyone, they brought somebody from US to lay her off. This is real story. Maybe somebody who's very close to us. Very, very close to us. So she was sitting there, somebody came after she had to see that isn't it cheap and low and deceiving that you let somebody that you want to let go, let other people lay off?
She got all the negatives.
All the negative people hate that woman, all that, and they wanted to, huh? It is very cruel. It's very unethical. Why they don't get arrested to do these things in corporate world? And then they laid her off after almost 40 years, guys. 40 years in that company, they laid her off. And you know, when they laid somebody in IBM off, there are two security guys come in. When they tell you, let's say, Ali, my boss, Ali calls us as the team, and Ali, you fire me right now.
You're fired.
You're fired. I
He
don't
doesn't
know how
like
to
it, so you're fired. So Ali fired me. So at that time, I can't do nothing, right? Right away, they call security. So two securities come at the door and they walk you to, they have cubicles in IBM. They walk you to your cubicles or you have office and they stand there for you to pack up. From the time you heard the layoff, you are not walking anywhere without the security. I worked in this company for 40 years. What am I going to do? I'm going to steal? See that how bad they treat you, like you are nothing. You are Mr. Nobody. You know, I hate that culture. I hate that working. I can be like cleaning the WFG office, but I'm not going to go back to a corporate job because I hate this. I don't like to be, never ever wanted to have worry about being fired, let go, downsized, restructured, or laid off. They have different names, beautiful names. Oh, we want to restructure. What does it mean? I'm going to lose my job today. I have a mortgage, I have a rent, I have car loan, I have kids, I have this. Sorry, restructure. Okay. So that was the number 11. So I told the guy I have 10 things like number 11. Guess what happened? This is the guy after I told him what I got from him. And he said, after the hiring manager recovered from shock, he roared with laughter. You can't be serious. You're dreaming. You'll never find an opportunity like that anywhere in this world. And if you do, come back and get me because I want to work with you. We exchange numbers and I have a meeting with him next Tuesday. All right. That was my job interview with this guy. So he wanted to hire me. I'm bringing him to WFG opportunity because any of those that you met that have been mentioned here, and you know that already, and maybe you know more than that. Maybe you have better things in WFG you love, but these are things that I really, really love in WFG. We don't have to go, I tell you, and I'm telling you again and again and again, don't sell WFG cheap because it is not cheap, it's big. I love the campaign, but I also love to mention, because when you're just pushing on campaign education, people think they just have to come and get free classes. I also make sure they understand with the campaign, you're going to get licensed and you're going to make very good income. Make sure these two go together because campaign, people think, oh, free education for the rest of my life, I don't have to do anything, right? This campaign is really rewarding campaign. We not only helping families, but also we get paid very well. Anybody who is helping families, they know that we get paid very well. You agree with that?
Yes.
And I'm telling you, I came to a six-figure income to WFG, and I was getting paid very well. But never, ever I worked this much to get paid this much, right? Some people work 20 hours a day. They're still not making, because we're talking about net income. The money that we bring home is incomparable to anybody who makes money, okay? And it all starts with one thing. You're gonna believe in what we do. If the belief is there, your conversation is there. Cecile brought me the guest today. I was talking for 5 minutes. I was so happy. And he said, you really believe in what you do. You're so happy. And you're so passionate. I really am. You can't lie. You can't see the face of a successful person and you feel that they are defeated. You really feel that they are successful because, and success doesn't mean how much money you make. Because money does not. Success means how much you love what you do and you actually keep doing it. You know, don't give up. As I said, That seed that you plant in the soil or in the dirt, as they call it in North America, that one does not gonna come out. You don't put the seed on the soil and next day you're gonna come and say, oh, I put you in the ground yesterday, where are you? And then you're gonna come back, I put you in the soil 2 days ago, where are you? Right? Sometimes there's nothing, you know how many years for a fig tree to come out and start giving fig? Who loves fig? I love fig. It's very, a lot in our country, and it's not because my grandma had a fig tree, and I loved it because big purple trees. Now here, you go and buy 6 purple figs for $10, right? They're very rare here. But back home, we have a lot of that. It takes 15 years for a fig tree to start giving you fruit. And it's going to be very, very small at the beginning. 15 years. I'll give you another example before I finish. The mothers who have kids, when you're pregnant, okay, and you are going through, if you have morning sickness and all those things, you don't go every day, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, I'm sick, I have morning sickness, I'm getting big, I have cravings, this, come on, come on, come on, come on. You wait 9 months for the baby to come out because you know that's what it takes. And you come to WFT with one offset, you're going home and never show up back in the office. Oh, it doesn't work, you know? I told them to come, they didn't come. I invited them, they joined, they never showed up. Okay, so what? So what? So what? You know the baby will come when the time is right. You know your right team, the right person, the right time comes when the time is right. All right? You plant the seed every day you go. That's why this campaign is very, very important about what do we do and what do we have. Talk about products as well. Talk about compensation. Talk about whatever we talked today. From day one, you come in, this is what you get, free website. A lot of things that I mentioned today is for everyone, not only for license holder, right? Talk about this, and you're gonna really, really do it well. And time doesn't matter. When you do, they say, if you love what you do, you don't need a vacation from. You already read that, right? On social media, always there. We went to a convention, we had so much fun. Actually, we had a very good time with our teams. And we spent some time with the bottom for 1 year. And we came home. The airport was a lousy story. We stuck there. But doesn't matter. We forget that. We remember the good time. Now another one. Come to Thailand is amazing, guys. We all go. And guess what? You're all going to pay for it. So let them pay, right? But just don't give up. Plant that seed, water it, care. Okay, don't plant the seed and go bye-bye. Okay, you have to take care of that seed, the flower, the seed, you have to take care of it. And it's gonna give you food. Sometimes it gives you food in 1 year, some in 15 years, but it will give you some. Okay. Any question for me? No? Thank you so much.
Good job. She looks so happy, right? She smiles. But lots of people, whenever they happy, they smile. But to become successful, you smile all the time, and then happiness will come, right? So I smile all the time, works. So that's the shift past. Also, as I mentioned, sometimes check out your email. Somebody posting in a website on unapproved website, posting some unapproved material or some other thing. Also mention job opportunity staff. She does the training, but we not offer people job. Okay, even though you believe whatever, this is now opportunity. We recruit people. We're not giving a job. So don't mention that one. So that's why we say follow info. Something misleading information found of this company, something like that. Don't do that, right? Anyhow, please read all this context letter. if invite, right? Next Wednesday, we're gonna have the board guest. Then next Wednesday, we're gonna have the board recognition. Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. The workshop. Announce the workshop.
Oh, the finalize yet.
Is it not final?
No, so
Besides the announcement.
discuss now. Well, everybody you on the workshop, right? Anyhow, as you are member, you cannot log in. You cannot attend the online workshop anytime, every day, the 2 times in a day. That's why attend it yourself first. But sooner or later, as the leadership of this office, we're gonna make a decision to hold it office workshop for guests. Okay, not for member. And actually, the member also not attend, but for the member guest, right? So anyhow, you should not attend the workshop, right? Okay, fine.
Your phone number? Who wants to share the picture to you?
Chụp hình gửi qua. Hồi nãy chị thấy em làm cái này nè. Chị tới đây chị nói với em. Cái này á. Em có để được không? Không phải công ty đâu. Công ty của em. Không phải công ty của em đó. Em là người tài trợ. Trường hết cái cộng đồng là hồi xưa có một cái thằng đó tôi lập cái dự án là CEO lúc đó em nói em không có làm không ai thương cái này là mà em dùng cái phát chạy luôn rồi nhưng mà em dùng phát cái này là có đất thành ra nhưng mà mình phát cái này thì được nhưng mà không có thể lý không có liên quan hồi xưa có cái ông đó khi được em nha ông là CEO cái này mình không thể có gì hết. Thấy chưa? Cái này của chị làm của em. Chị phải đi giao xe. Tức giao đi. Đúng rồi, ở trong này chắc chắn sao? Anh nói trên thì cái đăng ký ở đây mình xem lên nó thông tin từ đó chỉ thiếu mỗi cái number file thôi chị có thì chị bỏ lên cái mình muốn quét chung cái đó mình giao để mình có thêm một cái gì cái chỗ mình dơ chứ không phải ở đây nó mọi lần nó bên kia nó có cái đất chung là chung mà đấy không nữa đâu mất em gì ở lỗ gì không mấy lần nó có cái máy bên gì tại chung đất chung nó không còn đất chung chung có cái gì không cho mình không
nó không được nó làm ngoài
nếu mình mở thì nó làm thế hả
Không, ở trong mình tự lo an toàn chắc nó có chỗ để cho mình nó cần gì lên Ok vậy chưa? Thích quá. Và cái sàn này nó nói hay quá. Trong lúc mình nói này là hôm qua chị kêu giúp một người mà cái cô đó cô nói là thôi con tôi thấy chị sợ nó làm không nổi, mà trong khi con chỉ là học accounting nhưng mà bây giờ nó hơi bị nhiều quá, nó mắt nó hơi bị